Hello my lovely misfits and mavens. Today's Woe Is Me Wednesday is all about allowing pride and ego to get in the way of asking for help. Isn't it a woe? Isn't it? Pride and ego are interesting. We need them. They are what make us us and are responsible for our personalisation, our individuation. And ego and pride can mean that you, as an entrepreneur, get shit done. They can also mean that you sometimes feel like you need to do it yourself, or that you ought to have all of this stuff figured out, or the kind of DIY, I'll just get this shit done on my own, I will figure it out, I am clever enough, means that often it takes longer than if you were to get some help. Now, I am no stranger to this, and in my story, for those of you who know it, I had to end up in a situation of £25,000 worth of debt and homelessness before I allowed myself to recognise that my pride and my ego were getting in the way of asking for help, being vulnerable and allowing myself to be supported. Hello, if you've just joined me, lovely to see you, and give me some likes and comment and tell me who you are and if you've experienced this feeling of feeling as though if you ask for help, you will be seen as weak, or it will feel like you don't know what you're doing, or maybe someone will think you're stupid and that you really ought to be clever enough to figure this out for yourself. Hey Kerry, lovely to see you. So I am absolutely no stranger to having those feelings of pride or feelings of I can do this on my own, I don't need anyone to help, and if I ask for help I'm going to feel some way weak, or that I'm not good enough and that I really should be able to figure this out. And working with a coach or with a trainer or with a teacher, or getting some support and some help in whatever way that there are, and there are hundreds of ways out there, I really want to talk to that, because it isn't weakness. It often means that we can show you something that you can't see for yourself. And in my case, you know, I was in this place of debt and of struggle and living on someone's sofa or in my car, and you know, my ego and my pride were really getting in the way. I was like, I got myself into this mess, I'm going to get myself out. And it is a modern struggle. Kerry says the modern struggle, feeling like we should do everything and know how to do everything alone. And the thing is, you can figure it out. I believe in you, particularly if you're in this Facebook group, if you're part of my tribe. I know that you're intelligent, I know that you're creative, I know that you're stubborn, and all of those things are skills and gifts that you need to be good at your job. However, asking for help, having some humility, learning from others and wanting to get the right person in for the right job are what will take you beyond the kind of upper limit or the ceiling that you're currently facing, into a new place of more reward, greater ease and more success. So what did I do when I was in that place of struggling? But I was forced through, you know, big amounts of debt and homelessness to ask for help, to take support. And there have been other times in my life where I have felt like I didn't really want to find the money to get someone to help me, but once I got out of my own way and got some help in, the differences in my business and in my life have been hugely significant. Often it's about making that commitment to myself that I'm going to find the money, that I'm worth investing in. Often it's getting out of my own way and believing that somebody else might know better than me, shock, horror, because I feel like I know everything and I know that I can figure it out for myself. But the truth is, if I'm working with a coach, they're enabling me to see something that I wouldn't be able to see on my own, and doing that work is a catalyst for change, and it means things that will happen faster, will happen perhaps with ease. You'll suddenly have this light bulb moment and things will change. So The other kind of part of pride and ego getting in our way of asking for help that I want to talk about is not showing up for things when someone has offered you for help and then feeling terrible about it and never getting in touch again. So last month, I, like I do every month, I have a limited amount of free calls that I offer to people. And I had 3 people not show up. I had 3 people reschedule, and that's absolutely fine. Life happens, and if you reschedule, then I can get other people in those slots, and more people can have help. But when you don't show up at all for an appointment like that, there are many, many reasons for that, and our pride and our ego can get in the way and stop us from apologising, stop us from reaching out again, or there are all sorts of things. And so I really want to also talk about the situations in which you've reached out for help and then haven't taken action or moved forward for some reason, whatever reason that is, and then you're back in that place of like, oh well, you know, it's better that I just do it myself, or I can't ask for help because I let myself down, let the other person down, whatever it is, okay? And we're all, you know, we've all been in that situation where we feel like we can't go and ask for help because we might look bad. And so my invitation to you all, or anyone watching this, is to look at areas in your life where pride or ego are getting in the way of you asking for help. I used to believe that no one wanted to help me. I used to believe that it was better to do it alone and to do it my way. And I've come to understand that I can have a greater impact in the world and help more people if I'm allowing and also receiving help myself. So I always have a coach of some description. I'm always working on some area of my life. I'm always willing to see that there's another way. I talk a lot with my clients about how you can be right or you can be happy. And trust me, I've tried to be right for a long time. And I realise now that there are many, many situations in which I am not right, and to be happy instead, or to be free instead, is to surrender to the idea that there might be another way, there might be a different way, there might be something that you can't see, there might be something beyond your limited world view. And so I'm exactly the same in this. I'm absolutely no better than you guys, and I often let my pride and my ego get in the way of asking for help and receiving and allowing support, or allowing for it to perhaps be easy, perhaps for it not to be a struggle. I hope that some of this resonates with you today. Thank you for watching if you joined live. And if you want to watch any of these videos, I go live 3 times a week in my Facebook group on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and all of the replays are always on my YouTube channel. So thank you. I'd love to hear what your woe is me is, and how I can help, or how we can help, what kind of support that you would like, and perhaps we can link you up with someone in the Facebook group and get you moving forward. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.